in a classic case of locking the back door after the horse has bolted, home-based Super Falcons are paid their walk-up allowances following their exit from Olympics qualifying. And a blockbuster international friendly between Germany and Argentina is on the menu tonight. My name is Deji. I want to welcome to Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. We'd like to thank you for joining us on Sports Express, brought to you by MTN this Wednesday morning. We start off with international newsreel. Here's Pedro Peter.
Thank you, DG. We start off with tennis, where former world number one Andy Murray bowed out of the Shanghai Masters in China after suffering a second-round loss to Fabio Fognini of Italy on Tuesday. The 32-year-old Briton, who is primed to make his Grand Slam return at next year's Australian Open, lost 7-6, 2-6, 7-6 to Fognini in 3 grueling hours, which ended with both players involved in a heated altercation with words. Elsewhere, Swiss legend Roger Federer opened the Shanghai Masters campaign with a comfortable 6-2, 7-6 win over Albert Ramos Vinolas of Spain, while French knight seed Gael Monfils suffered a shock 6-2, 7-6 defeat to Hubert Hurkacz of Poland. To the ladies, Ukrainian third seed Diana Yastremska progressed to the next round of the Tianjin Open in China, courtesy of a 6-2, 6-3 victory over homegirl Zhu Lin. But American pair Jennifer Brady and Christina McCall have both been knocked out of the event. We head over to the Far East, where South Africa put up a scintillating first-half display to smash Canada 66-7 on Tuesday and qualified for the quarterfinals of the Rugby World Cup in Japan. The Springboks ran in 7 tries in the first half alone, with scrum half Kobus Reinach notching the earliest hat-trick in a World Cup match in history after just 20 minutes, while Canada had Josh Larson sent off for a dangerous challenge. South Africa go top of Pool D, though defending champions New Zealand could return to the summit if they overcome Italy in their final group game on Saturday. Lastly, to gymnastics, multiple Olympic champion Simone Biles put in brilliant displays to help Team USA claim gold at the World Artistic Gymnastics Championships in Stuttgart, Germany, while setting a new record for the most medals won by a woman. The 22-year-old was the outstanding performer in a team that included Jade Carey, Tunisa Lee, Kara Ika, and Grace McCallum, and her personal total score of 59.733 ensured she won a 15th world title, while the United States took home a 5th straight team title. Victory sees Biles overtake Svetlana Trochina of Russia as the most decorated woman in the competition's history with 21 medals. She is now 2 medals shy of the overall record held by Belarusian Vitaly Sherbo and could hold the record outright as she will compete in Thursday's all-round finale plus 4 finals in the apparatus event on Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you very much, Pedro Peter. That was international news we just come by. When we come back, the Nigerian Sports Scene. Welcome back. It's the Nigerian Sports Scene on Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. But good to you here. A lot going on around the Super Falcons fallout from their exit from the Olympics. And honestly, when I read this story yesterday or I heard about this, I didn't know what to think. Suddenly, the Super Falcons, home-based Super Falcons have been paid. They are starting work up allowances. My question is, I don't think the money was found yesterday or 2 days ago. The money's always been there. So why didn't you pay them?
Well, they paid them cash, so the money was found yesterday.
From somewhere.
The money should,
it's like, well, the horse has bolted.
The horse has
I mean, it's I don't know, something is going on there that's just not right.
We are just trying to make a sense of the role that the Falcons have become. Like somebody said, we've been multiple African champions and we are defending champions, and you've not got to the last 3 Olympics. Something must be wrong.
There's disconnect.
Yeah, because if you are champions and then we keep being champions every 2 years, why can't we make the Olympics every 4 years? I mean, it's not that there's a radical change in the team. But like I said, we're trying to make a sense of the rubble. But one thing that has kept popping up has been that of Ruth David. She's the head of women football, and a lot of accounts I've seen her name being mentioned by there's been whisperings, but now I think there's no point in whispering anymore. Exactly, it's a full-blown crisis now. And the minister said that he will look into it, and I feel, and that's what the minister. A lot of people that have mentioned Ruth David's names, they are scared because once you mention her name, you are blacklisted from the team. It's happened to so many people, and they are not comfortable. So if the minister really wants the probe to be clear, I think she needs to move from that post. That's the first step. We hear that there's a powerful person behind her, persons behind her in the NFF, and we've not had anything from the organization as it is. So for me, I think the first step, since she's the main actress in the matter, she's got to move. That has really got to be the first step.
There was a story yesterday, I don't unconfirmed, that Dennerby is now finally resigned. If that's the case, what do you make of it? I don't think it's official though, but
Nothing has been said officially, but I think if Dennerby leaves, first off, you know the normal refrain of the NFF. When they want to ease a coach of like they did with friends, they say that the contract ended and we didn't renew. Now in Dennerby's case, I don't know how long
the contract is.
I don't know what is left of it. If the contract has not run out, I think it will be disservice to him. So we complain about what he has done and all that, but he left for a reason.
And I think that's what we need to find out. Actually, you know,
no. Hold on. We know what it is because he told the minister clearly that unless Ruth David leaves the house, he's not coming back.
Okay.
And so, and if they say that he has resigned, it means that the NFF are not willing to look at his complaints. It means they want it to remain as it is.
What I don't like about this is the way some of our colleagues jump on this home-based coaches, home-based players. This issue with the Falcons has nothing to do with the. I'm sorry, I don't think it has. The coach's ability is a factor, but what happened is symptomatic of an underlying problem.
Honestly, I think they lost this game before they step on the pitch. Look, the team that played in Algeria, they won away from home.
Yeah.
They came back home and they struggled to score a goal. Now that same team went to Ivory Coast and they struggled to. You know, like I told you, the far part in that team should be scoring goals. Now some people are saying that the team lost to spite. I don't know whether it's true that they lost to spite to David, because if that Oshuala calls herself. Hold on. Oshuala calls herself a standing captain because she feels that a boy is still coming back.
I'm agreeing with you, buddy. I'm agreeing with you because you've killed the spirit in the team. With all these actions, the spirit in the team is gone. So if you need to blame a coach or blame a player, the spirit is dead.
I feel that the NFF, they need to reorganize their house. There's a lot going on there that they are aware of that they're not talking about, because, I mean, this Ruth David issue has been on for a long time. And I think it's time we confront it head on. So for me, this is the most successful team in Nigeria, and with the Falcons, they are pride and joy.
Yeah.
And if it comes down to one person who has never played football before, who joined the NFF as a copper, and has become this powerful, a civil servant, then this problem must be confronted.
There is a problem. There is a problem. All right. I read something before you go. I read something just to the other people that were criticizing us the other day. I read something that what's his name? Tammy Abraham said, "I never was going to play for Nigeria."
Yeah, but he said that. He said
that a long time ago. So when people say don't allow people to make us second choice when the first choice has bumped, we know what we're talking about. You know.
By the way, before I go to jail, leave those songs, let them sing. But you know, when I read that, I was thinking, that the day we play England, that was pity.
No, but the thing is that, look, be fair to these guys, they are English.
Of course, they are English.
If they come to play for Nigeria,
that's what
there's nothing wrong with it.
He said, look, I was born in England, I was raised in England, I've always dreamt of playing for England. Nduka Irabo has left the LMC.
I think there's a story there.
No, there's no story.
There's no story. You spoke with him.
I spoke with him yesterday.
All right. I hope so.
I sent him a congratulatory message, and then he called me up. He said, but the thing was that he wanted to live for a while.
Okay.
But there was never a good time because there's always one thing or the other to do. There's no fight. But as far as he's concerned, he's done his best, and he wants to face his core business.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We wish Honorable Nduka Irabo all the best after leaving LMC. He's done a lot for the LMC.
Yes, yes, he did. He did. And then we're still waiting for the Super Eagles delegates to tell us that they have been given the visa to Singapore.
Okay, we'll leave that. We can talk about that tomorrow. Copa Lagos, Brazil, Senegal, England, and Nigeria will take part in that. The press conference was done yesterday. Watch out for that. Promises to be an exciting competition. Anytime Brazil play, always a lot of excitement. We return with the World Soccer Report after this.
So let me.
Welcome back to Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. It's time for the World Soccer Report. This one is here. Huge game tonight. International friendly, Germany against Argentina. Two former world champions. Two, I have to say, two of the the big four. You used to call them Germany, Argentina, Brazil, and Italy. The big four in world football. Although in the last few years, other countries like France and have stepped up. And Spain have all stepped up into that elite group.
Portugal.
World Cup winners. I was talking about World Cup winners. It's World Cup winners. France and Spain have joined that select group. All right, Germany, Argentina, two teams who are struggling badly at the moment. So prestige friendly, but hey, maybe a fresh start for whoever wins this.
Well, it depends on what side of the divide you are when you say they are struggling. Germany have only lost one game in 2019, and that game was the game against Netherlands that they lost 4-2. Argentina and the Netherlands have only lost one game in the last 6, and that's the final of Copa America. So, crisis, not so sure. But then, Argentina have a really good record over the last 3 games against Germany. I think they won 2 of the last 3. But Messi is still suspended because of his comments from the Copa America. So it will be a good game. I like what Argentina are trying to do. The likes of Rodrigo de Paul, Roberto Pereira, and now the guys who are more or less almost the mainstay in midfield, and Leandro Paredes, former Roma and PSG player. Up front, they have Roberto Martinez of Inter Milan leading the line now. And they got a hat-trick in the last national break. So there's a freshness in the Argentine team now, and I think they more or less invite before through the system. Now, Germany, on the other hand, young team, Timo Werner will be unavailable. I still worry about them defensively. Niklas Süle seems to be the only proper centre back that they have. They've tried to mix and match with Jonathan Tah, because Joachim let the likes of Hummels, Boateng, go. So, young team, a bit of inexperience, but I expect a really good game.
So it's good to say both teams are actually on a rebuilding curve.
Exactly. Whilst Argentina took the leap of changing the manager recently, Germany have more or less stuck with the old guard. It'll be interesting to see how far they can go, especially with the qualifiers still.
I know Joachim Low, there are lots of players now for him to choose from, because a lot of teams in the Bundesliga have come to the fore. Mönchengladbach doing very well, Hoffenheim doing very well, and all of that. So, but do you agree with those who say maybe he should have stepped away from the national team?
I thought so after the 2014 World Cup. He was much quoted, Real Madrid being one of those clubs mentioned as one of those looking at him. Sometimes it's best to leave when the vision is loudest. I felt he must have thought, well, I've hit the peak. There is a lot I can achieve with this team, especially after they won the Confederations Cup again with a young team, and then they seem to have such a good pool. But that pool has failed in their elevation and stepping up to the next level that the 2014 team created.
All right, that's it. Germany, Argentina friendly should be very, very interesting. That's our show. Best of the rest, we go to boxing, and former WBO, WB, and IBF champion Tyson Fury made headlines on Monday in the United States as was involved in a mass brawl at a WWE event in California. The Southside Gypsy King, who attended the event with his family, was involved in a heated exchange with wrestler Strowman before the pair had to be separated by security. Our reports say the 6'9" boxer could face Strowman in a wrestling match in Saudi Arabia later this month. You know these things can't be planned. From being Batman and now to the WWE, Fury never ceases to amaze. My name is Deji Omotoyebo. Thanks for your time. Good morning.